Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Milano for the 29th race of the season in the Mountain Dew for the Win Cup Series. Crap. I felt like I said that wrong and it bossed me up. So 20 laps racing here today. These guys will not have to pit, or they shouldn't have to pit. I should have edited the fuel use right so that they do not pit during this race. Standard fuel use would be about 16 laps, so they shouldn't have to pit. Tires are pretty superb, so these guys shouldn't have to pit, because if you pit here and you try to pit from the really high side, you will hit the pit wall and you will bounce back into the field and no one will have anywhere to go and it will be death. And I do not want that to happen. So, starting lineup: LJ Toledo on the pole, Emmanuel Hartnett starting second, James Shelley and Philip Goldberg are in row 2, Zach Rogers, Jake Rogers, row 3, Charles Jackson, Seth Coe, row 4, with Colin Denton and James Qualls in row 5. Chase picture, this is an elimination race, so this is going to be balls to the wall. Some of these guys are going to be really going for it. Johnny Gardner is 23 points to the good. Hoffman, 18 to the good. Suarez, 17 to the good. Mendez, 16 to the good. Sorlin, 13 to the good. Amato, 11 to the good. Gray, 9 points. Barker and Nate Rogers, 6 points. Denton, 5. Parker, 4. Alexander Rowe, 1 point to the good in the last spot. 1 point out is Charles Sanford. 6 out. James Shelley, 9 out. Deanna Jones, and 15 points out. Zach Flickinger. Everyone in range to get in and on points, but you're going to want to win here at this crazy track. Expect me changing the cameras a lot because there's a lot of trees here and it can get crazy.
Are you ready? Gentlemen, start your engines!
So crap will get crazy. We will be using helicopter camera a lot. And that's what to expect here today at Milano. Just as a disclosure, you see that white line there? There is an invisible wall there. You cannot see it, but it is there. So, just so y'all know that it's there. But look at this. This is a massive track. This is the longest track on the schedule at a total of 6.2 miles long. No one knows if we'll come here next season, but they wanted to try it out. They put it in the chase, and we're about to find out if we're going to get a good 20-lap race or not. As they come to the front straightaway, this is almost just like Papyrus, a super speedway road course in some ways. As they come down the stretch, green flag is out. We're underway at Milano. If you're wondering why the stands are wacky, this track was an R-Factor / GPL conversion. Caution flags are off, so we will look at all wrecks after the race is over. And there's already been one. Parker's involved. Tyler Merkel. Philip Parker didn't need that. Alex Gray's in it. Mendez, Deanna Jones has been separated. Nate Rogers. Not what they wanted on lap 1. Alexander Rowe's been separated a bit, so we can't see crap. Sorlin. There's Flickinger. So even in helicopter, we have some blind angles, but here's the back of the main field. But LJ Toledo pulling away. Jake Rogers has been destroyed. There's Tyler Merkel. Edwin Mendez seems to be done. Philip Parker's going for it still. He knows he's got to keep going. As you can see, guys really are still drafting up, including Zach Flickinger. This is one of those long straights. Tight right-hand corner here. And here comes LJ Toledo. And that is just about one lap around this crazy track. And here's the crazy thing. It takes a while to get from third to fourth gear. Once you clock it in the fourth, look out, draft. And look at Hartnett is catching real quick. Here they come down the straightaway. Toledo leads the first lap. See, Toledo still in third. These guys in fourth back here. Gonna pass them. Hartnett's down to third gear again. See, look at Seth Cole with a huge head of steam. There's Alex Gracie. No draft for him. He's going to have to pray a lot here. Philip Parker, Tony Green down pit road. Here comes Edwin Mendez. There's Tyler Merkel, see, on the apron. As LJ Toledo still leads the race. Highest chaser right now is James Shelley. Toledo held on that time by. You can see through the road course section. As there's Philip Parker on the other side. Getting back going in his race. Very hard to get lapped here, of course. 6.2 mile track. See, Jake Rogers has retired. There's not Jake Rogers. Tyler Merkel. And Edwin Mendez retired from this race. He was 16 to the good, but I don't know if it's going to help him. And there goes Hartnett looking for the race lead. Side by side with Toledo. Hartnett clears the 78. He's going to pull the crossover on him. Look at Zach Rogers getting a big run off the 70 and 27. He thinks better of 3 wide. No, he will go 3 wide. He lifts though. Can see this is a wide sweeping corner right there. Zach Rogers off his win last week at Papyrus. As James Shelley trying to take second place from LJ Toledo. Jay Barker, Colin Denton up front. There's Johnny Gardner, Charles Sanford, there's Hoffman. See, pack has split up. Alexander Rowe, Amato Zorlin. Ooh, John Arndt's got front end damage. So we've apparently had another wreck. Oh, Nate Rogers, Nico Tringali, they have damage. Martin Suarez must have been involved in this. Grayson Acevedo. Eric Benson. Wow. Oh, Zach Flickinger, Fitzwater, Nick Smith, all on pit road. Oh, boy. This race is truly becoming a wild card. Here you can see Philip Parker might actually, with how long this race is, get caught. Hartnett leading. Slowly people are drafting up to him. Toledo on the inside, Qualls down with him, going to go 3 wide off the corner. Goldberg nowhere to go. So only 17, 18 cars in this main pack. Ooh, Denton got really loose there. Ooh, Barker, Curtis, Seth Cole. Hartnett continues to lead as Philip Parker. Tony Green. There's Ace Fado on the apron. As he comes down pit road. Jake Rogers still on tow. There's Nico Tringali. He's getting ready to go back racing. As he exits pit road. Here comes Hartnett and the rest of the field. And if they catch at a bad spot, it could get dangerous. See, Solon and the rest of these guys can see the guys in front of them. They are 4 seconds off. Hartnett in the lead. Toledo trying to close back in and take it back. There's his move coming across the line to hit lap 5. Zach Rogers is making it 4 wide. Shelley will have it 3 wide. Hartnett's got the preferred line. Rogers and Shelley back out big time. Goldberg up to 3rd. Gets stuck behind Hartnett. Hartnett got the crappy line in that corner. Toledo back to the race lead. Let's go on board with someone. Let's go on board with one of our chasers, Colin Denton. Let's see what it's like to go from 85 miles per hour to 220 miles per hour. If Nate Rogers has retired, he'll get 39th place. Fourth gear at 214 miles per hour. And that's a lap of Milano. As your race leader is still LJ Toledo. James Shelley still the highest chaser, staying inside the top 5. There's Nico Tringali. There's Phil Parker. There's John Arndt riding without a hood. Tony Green. Still cars on pit road. There's Eric Benson. Here's Martin Suarez. And there's Alex Gray. Peter Sands. There's Deanna Jones. You can get a fix on her. Here we go. There's Deanna Jones running 25th. Amato 23rd. Sorlin 20th, row 19th. Hoffman 17th. At the back of this pack, just enough to keep Rich in line. They've started to single file out, and that can help streamline the draft a lot more. Toledo still in the lead. Hartnett will do his best to make the finish close. We're only on lap 7. Hartnett on the inside. Toledo's going to get the run just off the corner, maybe. No, Hartnett clears him. Goldberg 3rd. Here comes Shelley in 4th with a run. Hartnett moving to the right. Oh, Shelley 3 wide. Nope, now Toledo 3 wide. Shelley has to back out. Goldberg has to back out. Qualls and Zach Rogers catching up. There's Jay Barker. One of the other chasers up front is Charles Sanford has made his way up to 9th. And look at the craziness ensuing. Holy crap. As they are 3 wide. For 3rd, that's Qualls, Shelley, and Goldberg. Ooh, Qualls almost gets into Shelley. Shelley holds on for 3rd. And he got a good run. He's going to have a good shot here when they come around to the oval part of the course. Oh, and they're catching Nico Tringali. Goldberg's got nowhere to go. Barker's got nowhere to go. Oh, he pulls right in front of Curtis. That'll block him. Denton, Sanford. Sanford nowhere to go. Just blocks this pack. Sanford and Gardner are going to be the ones suffering. Sanford still can't get by the 8 right here, maybe. There he goes. But he's lost that pack. Hartnett in the lead again. Got by Toledo, who's fallen to 2nd, almost fallen to 3rd. Shelley trying to get by him. They'll catch Philip Parker next. Or will it be John Arndt? He's a lot slower. No more cars on pit road means they've retired. Hartnett leads. And Zach Flickinger will get 35th and is eliminated. definitely eliminated. He did finish better than Nate Rogers and Mendez, but he is nowhere close. So Zach Flickinger is eliminated out of the chase. To be honest, he was a super speedway race winner, so it don't mean much. Kind of to be expected in a way. Hartnett still leads, lap 8 done. Here comes Zach Rogers, looking for second on James Shelley. As 34 drivers remain on the course. And Shelley's going to get a run. That might get held up here. This left side lane is not good. Yep, there it goes. And Toledo moved out the way just in time. Zach Rogers up the third. He's kind of pulled away from Qualls and the rest of the group. Hartnett, Toledo, 1-2 still. They're the only drivers to lead laps today. Right now, with where Sanford and Shelley run, they will hop up and knock out 2 drivers. Actually, just Shelley. Sanford. Yeah, Sanford actually is still good. He's still in the main pack. He would jump up over Rowe, knocking out Rowe. Shelley has enough points ahead. He would also climb over Rowe and Philip Parker, who currently runs in 32nd. So Parker and Rowe would be out right now. Looking at Deanna Jones in 25th. 13 behind Parker. She would not hop him. However, Parker, who's 4 points, 2 points back on Nate Rogers. Parker would jump Nate Rogers. 12 back on Mendez. 42nd to 32nd. He would not jump Mendez. So right now, the way I see it, it's Deanna Jones. Rowe. It's Deanna Jones, Nate Rogers. They're out right now. And I think Philip Parker is the other one out because he doesn't have enough to catch Mendez. So those are the ones out right now. Mendez might still get into the next round with a 42nd place finish. Shelley has fallen. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's in 6th place. Still guys caught up here, you know. These 4 right here just trying to keep going. Sorlin, Rowe. Rowe knows he's the one in danger, even running in 19th. Deanna Jones knows she has to try and gain some spots here. Alex Gray up to 26th. He's caught back up to these guys. There's Amato. And there's Nico Tringali. He's been cleared of everyone. Hartnett back up front. There's Zach Rogers. There's Seth Cole. As we're 10 laps down, 10 laps to go halfway through this race. Seth Cole lifts. Toledo Rogers going to get decent runs off the corner. Toledo on the bad lane, though. He lifts. Zach Rogers going up for that race lead. Here he comes. Onto the right side of Hartnett. Let's see, best lap up the race goes to Peter Sands at 2:08 .915. That's draft for you. Coming out of the road course section, Rogers makes a move to the right side of Hartnett, but Hartnett, you can see, he's inching away. Got that more longer exit. And there's been another wreck from the smoke I just saw. We'll check that out in a minute. Rogers trying to pass Hartnett. Hartnett gets in the wall. Here comes Seth Cole. Oh, and there's a lot of cars on pit road. Toledo, Seth Cole looking for the lead. Rogers staying on that left side of Seth Cole. There's the tire marks we saw. And Rogers holds on to the lead. Top 5 breakaway. Oh, and the wreck might have happened up here. Indeed, Charles Jackson, Chris Dodd, Oskin, Hoffman, Sanford, Andrew Rich, James Shelley. That changes things. Caleb Hoffman. The Chasers cannot catch a break, and this will help Philip Parker. This could help Parker stay inside the chase. See, Parker's coming around. He's going to gain a spot on Charles Jackson and Charles Sanford. Andrew Rich got out pretty quick. This helps Deanna Jones. And Alexander Rowe, all the way up to 11th now. Zach Rogers fighting side by side with Seth Cole for the race lead, 8 to go. Rogers going to jump back down, trying to crossover. Here comes Hartnett, and they're catching people. Looks like Barker, yeah, Denton's definitely falling back. It's a 7-man race. Cole's got the preferred line. Rogers the next preferred line. He lifts 2. Here comes Toledo. No. Single file. They're going to catch Sanford and John Arndt. We've got to wait for everyone to falter, but Shelley has retired from the race. That might seal his deal. Depends ultimately where he ultimately ends up. Seth Cole has taken the race lead as they catch Sanford. This is very interesting. This is wrapping my head around this, you know? Gotta wait for guys to get towed around a 6.2 mile track. And if they don't retire, they're gonna finish where they sit. And they're catching Charles Sanford. Right here, Cole will catch up to the 03. And, oh, he gets blocked by the 03. He got blocked, and Toledo's got a huge run off the corner. Forget draft. Look at that. Zach Rogers, Hartnett. Now Rogers makes a move for the race lead. Hartnett pushing the 19, but the 78's got help from the 13. Zach Rogers leads that lap. They will catch John Arndt this time by. Look at these guys go, man. Qualls, 5th in line. There's Barker, Goldberg. Barker's the only chaser left up front. As they're going to catch John Arndt. Oh, man, this could get crazy. Toledo gets by quickly. They're 4 wide. They're 4 wide. They're 3 wide. Toledo gets by fast for the lead, but he won't hold it for long because of draft. Hartnett gets waved out big time. Arndt still holding some of these guys up. Qualls trying to get by. There he goes. Seth Cole and Rogers, the first 2 by to try and track down Toledo. Parker, Hartnett, and Goldberg got to be careful they don't lose them too. Dodd, Oskin, and Hoffman are still on pit road. Shelley has fallen to 30th. So let's see, with Shelley in 30th, would he still gain enough? Answer is no. He would not gain enough to pass Nate Rogers. Parker has passed Nate Rogers. Rowe has passed Nate Rogers with where he runs. Sanford runs 28th. He would pass Nate Rogers, so Nate Rogers is out. Jones is up to 18th. She would pass Nate Rogers. And Shelley. And Sanford. This is very complicated. I'm trying to figure this out while they're still racing. Oh, and they caught Charles Jackson and Toledo. Got nowhere to go. Seth Cole, Rogers, Qualls, they're gone. There goes Barker. That's really going to hurt Toledo, Hartnett, and Goldberg. Oh, only Chris Dodd remains on pit road. So I could get a better picture of this once I can write a position down for Shelley. And it looks like that position will be 30th. Getting sick of that helicopter noise. Waiting for Chris Dodd to show up retired. Oh, and he's going to keep going. The 88's going to keep going. There are enough laps left. It looks like he just got towed because he got stuck or something, because his car seems fine. So Dodd will keep going here today. There's Philip Parker, 25th. He's going to get caught soon. Same can be said. Andrew Rich is really off pace. That's another spot for Parker. Seth Cole is your race leader. They'll be hitting 5 to go this time by. There it is, 5 laps left. Seth Cole looking for his second one on the season. Zach Rogers trying to go back-to-back. Kind of like Eli Bright the other night in Vegas for trucks. Has only been done once, trying to do it twice. Still 5 long laps left. That's still 30 more miles. 31 miles, actually. Probably less now. Seth Cole gets that good run off the corner. Zach Rogers remains in second. Oh my god, that camera is terrible. Right now, it's just between Seth Cole and Zach Rogers, and Zach Rogers is going to peek right on the exit, maybe? Nope, never mind. Okay, and Dodd has officially passed James Shelley, so Shelley gets 31st. That's 8 points. That will not pass Nate Rogers. And even if Rowe or Parker were to retire, it's not enough. Shelley is eliminated. Yeah, because even if Deanna Jones... So James Shelley has been eliminated from chase contention here as we hit 4 to go. And it's just Seth Cole and Zach Rogers. Qualls and the others, they're trying to draft up to him. They're going to catch Andrew Rich. See Barker up here still. Goldberg still too. They're all still running up here, top 7 of them. Seth Cole, Rogers still single file. So let's see where the other drivers sit. Parker's 24th. So let's see. Parker 24th is 4 spots ahead of Sanford. So he's good. He's already ahead of Sanford in points. Sanford is behind Rowe. Now the question is, how far is Jones ahead? Jones is in a pack 15th to 18th. Right now, 18th. She passes Shelley. She passes Nate Rogers. She does not get Mendez. Okay, so Nate Rogers is down. Denton, Parker, Rowe. Okay, everyone passes Nate Rogers from what I'm seeing right now. He only needs, as we're hitting 3 to go here, Seth Cole still leading. Here comes James Qualls. So Sanford sits 28th, which is enough to pass Nate Rogers. So, with that said, even if Sanford fell to 30th, he gains 9 points, which is enough. With that said, even if Roe Parker and Denton all fell down, they'd have enough, which means Nate Rogers is eliminated. So Nate Rogers is out. He's out. So it's him, Shelley, and Flickinger right now. As Jay Barker's going for the race lead. Holy crap. Let's see. With where Sanford's running, and with where Jones is running, 18th to 28th, that's 10 points, which is enough. So Jones passes Sanford. So right now Sanford is out. Sanford would be the last one out right now, because Mendez is 17 ahead of him. And Sanford would need to be 24th to clear Mendez. So that's the case. If Deanna Jones stays 9 or more points ahead of Sanford, she's in the chase next round. Coming to 2 to go. Seth Cole in the lead still. Zach Rogers, Jay Barker, Hartnett, Qualls, Toledo. Goldberg's lost their pack, so it's a 6-man race with 2 laps to go. No sign of any other incidents. These guys are just really running single file. Rose 14th, but he's in. There's Adam Rogers, there's Sorlin, Dylan Young, Brock, Gardner, and Denton. So Seth Cole is your race leader. So that's the way it's looking. It looks like it's going to be Sanford knocked out here, as long as Deanna Jones maintains her position. If Jones wrecks out, if she loses 3 spots, my mic was muted. I don't know for how long. If it was muted during Vegas, I'm going to be pissed. I'll check later. Don't know how long it's been muted for this goddamn race. If it has been muted, did the points just in case, because if it was muted, I'm going to be pissed because no one's going to know what I'm talking about. Flickinger, Shelley, and Nate Rogers are eliminated due to where they are and where everyone else runs, no matter what. Right now, Jones is the last one in over Charles Sanford. As we're coming to the white flag for the last lap around Milano. And Zach Rogers has fallen. I think he's got damage. I don't know what happened. But white flag is out. Seth Cole, Jay Barker, Toledo. And they're going to catch Philip Parker, I think. You see. It's going to be close, but I think they'll get him. Here comes Toledo looking to the right side of Barker's got no draft. Top three are even. They don't really have any other help. Zach Rogers got in the wall, it seems. Seth Cole trying to pull away. Here comes Toledo with a run on Barker. Gets to his right side. Trying to pass the 6. Cole's pulling away meanwhile as he's catching Philip Parker, and Nico Tringali is going to be caught again. Toledo's by Barker. He's got to hope Seth gets held up. They're heading into the last road course corner. Parker will catch Tringali. And he gets held up. Seth Cole got held up. But was it enough? I think Toledo's too far back. And he gets held up. That's going to seal the deal. Off the final corner. As Seth Cole puts Philip Parker a lap down, Seth Cole will win at Milano. Wow, what a race. 20 laps here took about 45 damn minutes. Seth Cole gets his second win of the season. We're going to wait for results to be official. LJ Toledo gets second, Jay Barker third, Emmanuel Hartnett fourth, James Qualls fifth, Philip Goldberg sixth, Zach Rogers seventh, Colin Denton eighth, Johnny Gardner ninth, and William Brock gets 10th. Deanna Jones does get 18th. Now, if Charles Jackson finishes 27th here, that'll clinch his spot and give Charles Sanford 28th. And he's by. So Sanford will get 28th. We still got to look at all the wrecks, guys, man. This video is going to be like an hour long. With that said, though, unless I do my math completely wrong, you'll see in the points that Deanna Jones has advanced. Out of the 4 drivers that were outside, she is the only one to hop up. Mendez gets lucky because of his points total, and where other people finished, he will maintain and hold on and advance to the next round. So your Elite 12, or Contender 12, whatever you want to call it, it consists of Johnny Gardner, Caleb Hoffman, Martin Suarez, Edwin Mendez, Jonathan Sorlin, Mike Lamato, Alex Gray, Jay Barker, Colin Denton, Philip Parker, Alexander Rowe, and Deanna Jones. Speaking of Caleb Hoffman, I forgot he retired too. Shit. 34th. Forgot he was in the chase. He was higher than Mendez, so it don't matter. But let's... congrats to Seth Cole on the win. Let's take a look and see what happened to who today. Here's wreck number 1. Look at it right there. Nico Tringali is going to get too close to the right recorder panel of Philip Parker. He gets in the wall, actually, and Tringali is just so close to him. Nothing he can do. Turns him down. Tyler Merkel is going to get sent around. You see some guys are going to be smart. They're going to hit their brakes. Mendes tries to get through. He gets clobbered into the outside wall. And Merkel's going to slide into Parker. Ooh, Alex Gray barely making it through this. So that's all that happened. We saw something happen to the 43. Where'd he go? Oh, here's Jake Rogers. Let's see what happens to him. Because when we looked at pit road, we saw him on there. And oh, wow, he was right up front. So let's play this full speed. And I think it's just going to be a case of maybe 4 wide gone wrong. Oh, yeah, Denton's going to plop into Jackson maybe. And there it is into Jake Rogers. And there's the traction lost. And, oh, man, right into the trees. Oh, wow. It slants down right there, and he got airborne right into the trees. And in the ditch. So that's what happened to Jake Rogers. What was the next wreck? I'm gonna go do this way. Okay, Nate Rogers. Oh, wow, this was on the front stretch. Oh, what happened here? Okay, so this seems to be what started it. So Dodd gets into Benson, turns him down into Tringali. They make heavy enough contact. I'm guessing some damage occurred here. So Tringali is down the track. And he's just going really slow. Benson went straight to pit road from his contact. You see people are just driving by. And right here, Tringali's just moving back up the track. He's in the middle. And I think Suarez was unaware what Tringali was going to do. Oh, and right here, Tringali moves up, and Suarez is like, what are you doing, dude? He's going to turn him into the wall. They bounce off hard enough, and there's John Arndt, and here we go. Things are going to get crazy. Oh, and Arndt gets into Amato. Because it explains why Amato had damage. Sekuli, oh wow, look at this. And there's Flickinger in the back. Martin Suarez as guys drive by. Guessing that's it for that piece. Because these guys are going to come in and one of them's going to hit these guys. Let's see what happens here. Oh, Fitzwater destroys Flickinger, and oh my god. Up and over, backwards. Grace Vado hits the wall. Holy crap. Flickinger's car got absolutely destroyed out of nowhere. Let's take a look at that full speed. From helicopter. My goodness gracious. What an impact. Let's go on board Fitzwater's roof. Holy crap. Just had absolutely nowhere to go. I'm trying to find the camera angle that might show a better angle. This may be Martin Suarez. Oh my god. Thank goodness that was passenger side. We're going to ride on board with Flicking Tree here because that was insane. Or actually, perhaps Nick Smith will give us the view we want. Oh, wow. That was crazy. Okay, next wreck involved the 22, and I think that was the last one. And this was on the front straightaway, and it involved James Shelley. I know that much. See, yeah, the top 5 had pulled away at this point. And James Shelley was in this wreck, so let's see. It's going to start somewhere right up here. Wow, Jay Barker just pinches the crap out of Goldberg and turns Shelley right into the wall. Oh, man. That is crazy. Jackson hits the wall. There's Curtis, Adam Rogers. See, Chris Dodd had nowhere to go. Shelley's still spinning. Gonna get hit by Andrew Rich. Oh, and Hoffman gets into Chris Dodd right there, and that sends him into the trees. Oskin included. Oh, wow, and they're whipping back across the track. Sanford's got nowhere to go. Oh, he hits the 23 right on the nose. And I think Chris Dodd just gets stuck in the sand trap. He's trying to go. He just can't go anywhere. Sand trap's got him. Tough break. But let's take a closer look at that because this could bring some controversy. There's Jay Barker. He might think he's 3 wide. But they've gone 3 wide down here before. He just inches his way. Contact was made with Goldberg. And that is what started the wreck. Shelley just barely got clipped there. But Barker went on to finish 3rd. Well, that's a crazy way to get eliminated. Well, guys, that's the race. I'll see you guys next week for the first race of round 2, which is at Iowa, which is the last pavement short track on the schedule. So I will see you guys then.